Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hit Cricket, your source for cricket analysis, commentary, and fun. I'm your host, Sean, joined by three cricket fanatics today: Rahul, Nanish, and Rudy. Today, we're going to be talking about England and their chances in the Champions Trophy. We'll go through their squad, potential playing 11, and then we'll assess their chances in the competition. So, England, they've struggled in again warm-up matches against India. They lost their ODI series, playing the Bazball approach, aggressive, batting all the way down to 11. But to be honest, it could work in Pakistan given the flat tracks that they've got there, as well as Dubai. We'll see about that. But honestly, despite the struggles they've had, this they could potentially turn it around in this tournament, in my opinion. But let's get everybody else's. What do you guys think?
We don't bat anymore. We don't bowl anymore. We don't play anymore like we used to. Tried the baseball approach. Wanna sack our head coach. Logging every ball and going out. I mean, this is what I think of the England ODI approach. They just got a absolute hammering 3-0 to India playing in this baseball approach. Even though Brendon McCullum actually was a good exponent of this in his own playing times, but unfortunately, I don't think the players here are employing it to the best of their ability. Because, I mean, on good pitches in Indian conditions, they got 3 0'd each time, consistently posting an under par score on the pitch they were playing on. Like, comfortably 50 runs under par at least. And that's the thing. They're not batting sensibly in the middle overs, and that's costing them a lot of runs in the back end where they could explode. Like you have the likes of Buttler, Livingston, and Harry Brook in the last 15 overs, you can get 150, 160. But the issue is they're not giving themselves that platform because they're six down within 30, 35 overs. And then you're scrapping for the tail and your lower middle order to fight their way to under par score. And I completely don't agree with that approach. I remember when Yanesh was talking about Abhishek Sharma potentially being in the ODI squad for India. And although he's a good player, the issue is that in ODIs you do need to take a bit more time and set up that base for a strong finish at the end. And unfortunately, England just go from ball one, and that's really been detrimental. It's been so long since they found success in the ODI format as well. Like last year got thrashed in the ODI World Cup. So I don't see anything different happening this time around, especially with the lack of confidence and wins that they're coming in with.
Rahul, I just wanna, he said everything what I was gonna say basically, but yeah, agree with all the points that he said. But yeah, England are coming to Champions Trophy. I think they have never won Champions Trophy in the period that they have played in, or since Champions Trophy has been inaugurated. But yeah, they're coming in with a what do you call it, series loss against India 3-0. But again, the team still consists and has those old experienced players, and then like the newcomers too. So I think it's a good mix of experienced players and newcomers. So I think they still have some chance, especially in this Pakistan pitches. They could like Harry Brook is a good player in these type of pitches. We've seen PSL when he used to play PSL.
Only in this
But
that type of pitches.
Oh yeah, fortunately for
yeah,
them, that's where they're
I
going to be
think that's
playing.
where
So
he got a name to himself too. So I think their team still it has good amounts of experience. Yeah, I think they could do good.
yeah,
Yeah,
go on, Rudy.
yeah, definitely. So I feel like, I mean, England is a great, team with all the new rookies and with all the players that they've been having. It's a great, strong, well-rounded team. I would like to mention that, they did win the World Cup, their first World Cup in 2019 in ICC when they defeated New Zealand. It was a great final and it really went into a super over. So that was like
We
great to
can
see.
debate if England won that or not, but that'll take forever, so I'm not going to go
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, it's too big of a debate, so we'll take a rain check on that. But in 2019, it was a great super over. Other than that, they reached semifinals plenty of times, like in 2004, 2009, and also 2013 and 2017 during the Champions Trophy. but they had consistency, but they unfortunately couldn't make it. So that indicates some strong performances that have been done by in like the history of England during the ICC Champions Trophy. So I feel like coming to this date, I feel like they're still a well-rounded team and they have a lot of potential to win a Champions Trophy this year, because I don't really see why not.
That's a both call, but yeah.
Yeah, that's bold.
I
Very
mean,
bold.
they're just that kind of team, just on and off. Yeah, go on, Sean.
Yeah. Let's talk about the potential playing 11 they could go with. Nanish, do you want to go ahead and give us yours?
Yeah, I mean, I currently have in my playing 11, I mean, similar to what they had against India in their ODI, but going like Ben Duckett and Phil Salt as my opener. Phil Salt can be the wicket keeper also. And then for number 3, I have Joe Root. He'll be coming back. And then Harry Brook as forward, captain Jos Buttler as 5. Then Liam Livingston, they can use his spin option also. So I mean, he's good in that two-way spin. He can give you that leg spin and also off spin. And then Brendon Cars I have Brendon Cars at 7. Some people might have like other players there, but yeah, I think he can give you that batting also. That's why I put him there. And then I have Adil Rashid at 8. We saw how good his batting is, but he's exceptional in his spin bowling too. I'm not sure how the spin is going to work in the roads of Pakistan, but if they do end up going to Dubai at any point of time, I think he'll be a crucial player for them too there. But again, they did lose to India, but we don't know. India could also be like playing in different conditions, right? So that could change something for England. But yeah, number 9 I have Mark Wood, and then 10 I have Jofra, and then finally to close off I have Gus Atkinson. But yeah, overall I think they have a good squad. I think them in a group of Australia, South Africa, and Afghanistan, and then England, of course, in there. They do have a chance, but then it will be really hard. I think I already told South Africa is for sure going to a playoffs, in my opinion, and then I have Australia or Afghanistan going, depending on that game between Afghanistan and Australia. Whoever wins that is going to go into playoffs. So I don't think England has a chance to go to playoffs, but again, they can prove us wrong. So yeah, that's it from my side.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to bring up two names. Tom Banton, for one. He was brought into the squad after Jacob Bethel was ruled out. He was in excellent form in the ILT20 in Dubai. So, I mean, maybe it could suit the pitches there. He obviously knows how to bat there. Uh, he is a he showed some signs of life against India. I know the end of the day the scorecard didn't look amazing for him. 39 off 41, I think it was. But honestly, I see the talent there. I honestly think they should go with him. But then you would have to push Joe Root, Harry Brook, Jos Buttler all down one spot. So that could be a problem potentially. Also, Jamie Overton, he played a little bit in the ODI. We know Rahul's thoughts on this guy, but I mean, we haven't seen his power
Good
hitting
joke.
yet. We haven't seen his power hitting yet, but he bowled pretty well most of the time. So they could potentially go with him rather than Gus Atkinson or Bryden Carse. We'll have to see. But yeah, those are just two names that I
Yeah, I
thought they
mean,
could
Brydon
potentially do.
Cars and Jamie Orton, in my opinion, had similar type of playing styles and
Yeah,
stuff. But yeah, again, he's Brydon Cars is not known as a big hitter as Jamie Orton is. So, and again, Rahul
I
has his
mean,
own opinion, but
we did
yeah,
see Bryden Carse finish very well for England in the first T20I, I think, or either that or the
yes, yes.
second. But yeah, that could be a potential swap they could do.
Yeah. So for me, I have the same opening combination: Phil Salt, Ben Duckett, and I actually have Joe Root at 3. That's his best position. You shouldn't displace people from their best position, in my opinion. I have Tom Ben coming in at 4, actually, and I have Brook at 5. The captain Jos Buttler at 6. Liam Livingston 7, and then I have 4 bowlers: Jofra Archer, Mark Wood, Adil Rashid, and Saqib Mahmood. I don't want to take a punt on any of these quote unquote double duty overseas or double duty bowling all rounders because they can't bowl that impactfully. They can't finish games either. So I don't want to take a punt on that. So I'm just going 7 frontline batters, and Liam Livingston and Joe Root are more than capable of giving you 10 overs between them. We saw how well Joe Root bowled in the SA20. Although the pitches were favorable for spin, I think he can do a holding job. Joe Root and Liam Livingston. Anywhere you're going to get hit if you play Jamie Overton or Bryden Carr. So might as well just take a punt on Livingston and Joe Root giving you 10 overs. And then just go with the like proper bowling lineup like Jofra, Markwood, Adil Rashid, Saqib Mahmood, and just don't look to elongate your batting lineup with uh all rounders who like don't do the best of each. Just pick the player for their best position because that's what I think is best for the setup England has. Like if you look at India, for example, Akshar Patel, he's a gun batter and gun bowler. That kind of player is fine, but these guys are not like proficient in one specific skill, in my opinion. Like guys like Bryden Cars, Jamie Overton, at the moment, at least in their careers. So I don't want to take a punt on them. I just rather go with that one speciality and just manage with the bowling. So that's my changes. And I'm going Saqib Mahmood as the pacer because I'm impressed by the speed, the high speeds he bowls at, and the pace. And like he just showed that in that one game against India where he took 3 wickets in 1 over, triple wicket maiden. So just a glimpse. I think he's a good young talent, so I just go for him just for the express pace.
Nice, Raul. I love your lineup. But thanks for mentioning Akshar Patel. Personally, I'm a big fan of him. So thank you for that mention. But other than that, my starting 11 coming in at a strike rate of over 114 in these ODIs that we've played. This is Phil Salt at number one. He's aggressive and he can put pressure on the opposition very, very early. So I love his playing style, and that's why he's number one for me. At number two comes Ben Duckett. Great left-handed batter. He can adapt to different situations. That's a perfect number two for me. And then number three comes Joe Root. Four for me is Harry Brook. At number five is our captain and wicketkeeper, Jos Buttler. At number six, Liam Livingston. He's a very dynamic all-rounder. He's known for his also powerful hitting and useful spin bowling. So it'd be great to see him play as well. At number seven, Bryden Cars. At number eight, Jofra Archer. Number nine, Gus Atkinson. And then Adil Rashid at 10. And then finally, Mark Wood. He's a great fast bowler and he's known for his pace and ability to bowl in death overs. So this is a perfect starting 11 for
Sometimes
me.
the ball goes faster off the bat than it's delivered, but we
Yeah.
can disregard that. They picked him still.
Yeah. So playing on these UAE pitches and Pakistan pitches, yeah. So I feel like they could really use their spinners and really utilize their bowlers and their batsmen as well. Although it's going to be a little hard, but Pakistan is known for their like flat fields, so hopefully it should not be a problem. But yeah, other than that, the best of luck to England.
How would everybody assess their chances, starting with Rudy?
I feel like they have a great chance to really get a clinch a playoffs standing in the playoffs. So I feel like they have a really high chance, and with very versatile players like Phil Salt, Jos Buttler, Liam Livingston, I feel like they have a lot of potential to make it, and they have more than a chance to really take a scratch at the playoffs. And their matchups, looking at their matchups, I feel like they really have a great chance. And other than that, Jos Buttler is a great captain. I feel like, he's a great advisor as well, so he can keep the team on the go. And with the greatest advice that he can give, I feel like they have a great chance.
I mean, I see two extremes. I see either them losing all 3 games and getting out of the Champions Trophy, or they're going to win the Champions Trophy. I don't see anything in between. But I am more inclined to believe that they're going to lose all 3 games and get kicked out of the Champions Trophy purely because of their lack of adaptability. If you ask me, the only two batters who play with a sense of the game or like a sense of like ODI cricket for me are probably Joe Root and Jos Buttler. Like the experience levels they have in ODI cricket, I think those two are the only ones who just take their time, like know how to pace the game. Harry Brook to an extent, I think will be good on these. I think he'll be good on the Pakistan pitches, so I can include him as well. But Phil Salt gonna go from ball one. Ben Duckett gonna go from ball one. Tom Banton gonna go from ball one. Liam Livingston, he might be out in ball one. That's the kind of player. It's just like very hit or miss. So that's why I'm saying it's either gonna be down bottom or at the champions, like being champion. So, but I just think with the form they're coming into, I don't think they'll click into that dangerous England of 2019. But there's still a chance they can do that, and if they do that, then it's gonna be dangerous for the other teams. But I don't see it happening, so I'm saying they're gonna end outside the top four.
Nonish?
Yeah, I mean, I already said, I don't think they'll make playoffs considering the group they're in. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I am on the other side of the spectrum. I'm with Rudy here. I think the fact that they're playing in Pakistan, the way that they bat aggressively, I know they struggled in India where batting, the conditions could be good for batting as well. But I mean, we saw how England performed against Pakistan in Pakistan. I mean, obviously in the test format, but still, Harry Brook got that triple hundred. I do think England have the batsmen who could potentially take them through out of the group stage, but not farther, because I feel like they could potentially face India in the knockouts, and then it'll be over then and there. So I do think
But Pakistan, England lost 2-1 to them.
I meant in the test series you're saying.
Yeah.
But they changed the way the pitch was playing, right? They changed to spin-friendly pitch after. So when it was road, though, you saw how England dominated them. They changed to spin-friendly pitch to get that victory. But you know, the the we saw Harry Brook, right? You saw the triple hundred, so that's what I was referring to. But I do think it'll be more batting friendly wicket this time around. So we'll see. But yeah,
Yeah, actually,
go on.
this year, I mean, they've been greatly emphasizing like their coach Brendon McCullum, their basketball approach, they say. Um,
Pace.
I want to see that adopting that. I haven't
They've been
really.
adopting it. That's why they've been going into the drainage, bruh.
I mean,
Test
whether or
cricket
not they do
works,
use
but
this
in this
approach,
format, it's just not work.
Trust bro.
I mean, why don't you think so?
The 50 overs, you have to like set a platform. I'm playing still. It's not. You can't go from ball one, especially
Same
when you
in
only have
Test cricket,
10
right?
wickets for 300 balls. Test cricket. I mean, the thing with Test cricket is they when you have that unlimited time, you can still like go for it. They built a squad where like they still don't hit like that many sixes, more like just aggressive shots for boundaries. But like, I, in Test cricket, they built like decent pitches around it and played to their strengths. But the issue with ODI cricket, in my opinion, is you need to have that balance, in my opinion, and they just don't. They just lack the balance because they've been scoring consistently 50, 60 under par in ODIs. So I think it's no 50 overs is that middle format between T20 and Test where you need to have that certain approach, and I just feel that the baseball approach is just not worked for them.
Well, we'll see in this tournament. I
Makes
personally think they can win potentially 2 out of their 3 games. I mean, against South Africa, it'll be tough, obviously, but I do think they have a good chance in the 2 others, especially given how Australia have struggled recently. But that should be it for the preview. Be sure to let us know what you guys think. Check out hitfantasy.com if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next time.
All your experience.